You ever wondered why the industry slash Hollywood is full of snakes? When you really sit down and think about it, right? Everybody that's in the industry or in Hollywood, it literally had to be snakes to get there. It's like they recruit snakes, bro. You gotta turn on everybody. You gotta shit on everybody. You gotta look down on everybody. You gotta be the biggest scum for you to make it in there. It's like a scum all-star team. It's like the way they set it up, you can't really elevate without doing all this snake shit. And then when you listen to everybody in it talk, they say stuff like, man, it's cutthroat over here. It's really crazy over here, bro. It's like everybody's a snake. Of course everybody's a snake, bro. You had to be a snake to get in. You had to do snake shit to get in. So everybody's a snake. Who's the biggest snake might be able to rise to the top. No Diddy though. That's why it's full of snakes. You gotta be a snake to get in. You gotta snake somebody to get in. You gotta keep snaking people to elevate to the next level. It's all just full of snake shit, bro. So of course you get in there, you're gonna be surrounded by snakes. Of course there's a whole bunch of snakes in there. Like, what did you expect? It's all snake vibe. They're all snakes. They have to be snakes, bro. Because you know why? It's not that they have to be snakes. But that's the test. That's the ultimate test. How much of a snake can you be? How much of a scumbag can you really be? Then you get in. That's why it's full of snakes. It's not rocket science. It's not rocket science. Like, you gotta turn on your friends, everybody that you used to know, even the people that were loyal to you. You gotta make new friends as far as friends that are more industry friendly. You gotta turn into a character. Even if the person you already are and presenting yourself to be is lit and people mess with it, doesn't matter. If it doesn't fit into the mold of whatever the agenda or whatever they're trying to push, it's like you gotta get rid of these people. And then they'll frame it in a way where it's just like, bro, you gotta get rid of all these people because they will take you down. They're not good to be in your life and all that stuff. And then it's like, okay, replace them with who? Oh, snakes that's in the industry already. It's like, so even if the people around someone are so-called snakes from their perspective, who are you going to replace them with? More snakes, but it's just so those are snakes that they can control. So the whole thing becomes like a control thing. But that's a whole nother story. But in reality, it's just about how much of a snake can you be? But it's framed in another way. Let me frame it in another way, the way it's usually framed. How bad do you want it? How much do you want to elevate? You know, that's how it's framed. But in reality, it's how much of a snake can you really be? Like, who are you willing to snake? So it's just a space that's just filled with snakes. And it's something you need to know. That's why Hollywood, the industry, and all these spaces are filled with snakes. That's just the reality.